Well, as you know, the question of water is not optional. The urgency of the water issue is clear, and therefore the role and the importance of water in the context of this post-2015 development agenda is key. But I think it is still underestimated in the broader political and societal perception. I mean, water is a source of prosperity and of human well-being. It is also the source of survival. It's a source of life, but unfortunately also it has become the source of death. And I think, therefore, it's a key factor of environmental health and sustainability. And that was the reason why we have proposed that water becomes a single goal for the post-2015 agenda, with basically 4 objectives in mind. The first one is water is a human right, and we must implement the universal access of this human right, which means a universal access to truly safe drinking water. And this should be achieved by 2025 at the latest. The second one is the question about the improved sanitation. A lot has been achieved over the last couple of years, but we are bringing forward that we should try to have additionally 120 million people access to the sanitation, necessary sanitation. I think this, again, based on the figures, this is absolutely achievable. I think perhaps with further strengthening of efforts, I think we might even get more than this figure. The third one is the adequate treatment of all municipal and industrial wastewater prior to discharge by 2030. It is quite interesting to see that the low-income countries, we have a wastewater discharge of 6,600 liters per capita and per year, whereas in the high-income countries, for example, we have a wastewater discharge of 125,000 liters per capita per year. We have to assure that this water is being treated adequately, otherwise we will not be able to achieve the other targets that we have set. And finally, yet very fundamentally, I would say, we must address the water overdraft. We have to rebalance between the sustainable availability of fresh water for humankind with the usage that we have. As we all know, even today, we have an overusage of more than 10%. Every single year, more than 10% more water is being used for human consumption. That what is really sustainable. And this will lead, if we continue to do so, to a major food crisis, being agriculture the biggest water users. So I think those are some of the thoughts that we have. The 2030 Water Resource Group that I'm honored to chair is trying to help to participate in the political dialogue that we have with different governments all over the world in order to help to come to this balance between water usage and water availability.